Early, my brethren, last year. Well, Ras Dumisani is from Durban. Well, I grew up and live in Durban. But in the time when I get older, I went up to live in Johannesburg. Through there is musical exposure in Johannesburg. I lived in Johannesburg some couple years before I crossed up to Europe. Well, the music came in my life in the early age when I was youth. My family is the people of the church right in the yard. So I grew up singing in the church choir, and I grew up singing at school, Sunday schools. And the music thing was not the thing that was in my head. The thing was in my head, it was football. Football, I was just dreaming football when I'm sleeping. Every time talk football. It's football, football. Still today, I still loving football still. Well, the reggae way came up. One of my elder brothers in Durban knew me, and then I gathered with them together. They said to me, "You Ras Dumisani, you somebody should be a singer than playing football, because you have a talent, you have a good voice. So remember them time when we were at school, you were singing very good, you have a good voice. We should be using this voice you have and send the message now to the people of the world, because people of the world are waiting for you." So then the thing started in my head to say, why not I could join them? Because they asked me like maybe 2-3 times. I didn't went to see them in the place where they were doing some rehearsal. So then one day it came to say I must pass by and visit them. And that time I never come out from the place. Well, the music came in an early age when I was a youth, because in my family there is a church in the yard. So we usually sing in the Sunday school. We usually sing in the church choirs, and I usually sing also in the school choir. So the people that heard me before singing, they always tell me, "You have a good voice and a very powerful and strong voice. So someday you should be a singer." So one day I met up with some elders who were doing reggae music, and they told me the same thing. They said, "Hey, we know you usually sing so good. So why not you join our band, because we need a lead singer. So we don't have no frontline men, and you're the right man to do a job for us. So I could not go to see them, because my thing was football. It's football I dream, and it's football I just think about every time. So I could not go to see them as quick as possible. But one day I said, let me visit them, and see what they were doing in the studio. So when I reached up there, I was just familiar with what they were doing. I never come out from the place. So is there now at the end, I end up in Johannesburg, because Johannesburg has musical exposure. Then when I was there, cause of the apartheid system. So I had a problem one day. The police came and stormed us in the rehearsal room, and they put us tear gas. So this time I was on tour, the whole South Africa. And this time I was down. So then when I finished the tour, I decided to cross over to Europe. Well, the reggae way for me was an easiest weapon, because South Africa has apartheid, and South Africa didn't have an artist who will able to deliver the message to the people and tell the people that we are human beings. We are not animals from the system. And black and white is one people. As Ras Dumisani is uncle to the white people, because Ras Dumisani have a lot of white children. So every time the white people say to me, uncle, and I also say to the white people, cousin. I have white people who are my cousin. So human being is one people. For me, black or white or Indian people, we all one people. I don't see any different from this. So the reggae music was a good thing for me to tell these people that we are all one people. So we should come together in one harmony, in one heart, you know, and one blood, and be one people, because we are the human being. We are not animals, you know. So you have the feeling, I have the feeling. So the reggae music now is the music that always say something to the people. And that's why I think as a Rasta man, it's a better way to sing this music, because there is no other music have the message than the reggae music. And so the Babylon now never recognize reggae as music. They will say, they will point out music, but leave reggae outside, because they always afraid of reggae, because reggae always say something, you know, because reggae down Babylon, reggae must tell you something, you know. And so Babylon, them don't like to hear the reality. It's same thing before. In South Africa we have a lot of reggae music, but then now when it's black music, when it's black man now come over, the black music now you don't more hear. What you hear is rock and roll, and they don't want to hear the reggae, because the reggae has the message of the people. The reggae now has something to tell the nation. You know, the reggae thing tell the people not to drink alcohol and become stupid, you know. Reggae music say you must know yourself and know your brethren, you know, and know your today and know your tomorrow, you see. So that's why they don't like to hear this music. But this music is the music of the people. And that's why I still do this reggae music, because this music is for the people, it's just not for individuals.